Hello everyone and welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In this episode, I think it's pretty obvious that we will continue building out our new steel town, and you might be able to tell that we will make very nice progress on this. We will finish building out the distribution side of town, and we will start placing down the residential buildings as well. And well, we will have a lot of work to do, but we will make good progress on this. As for the old town, I think we can stop expanding the housing in this place for the time being. We will just replace some of the old ones and we will open up to the public immediately. In case we need to expand a little bit more later, we will have plenty of space to do it, but for now I think we are going to be okay. Now, as for the oil refinery, throughout this entire episode we will take out a lot of loans, but that is for a very good purpose. We are going to build up the fuel reserves, and at the very end of the episode, just as I am going to say goodbye, we will finally reach the point where the fuel reserves will be completely full and we can start selling it once again. So, you know what? Let's not waste any more time and let's just get into it. Alright then, let's get started. So, at the very end of the last episode, I did increase the number of workers that will go to the refinery in the bus stop. So now instead of 3%, it will be 5%. Hopefully that will speed up the rate of refining in here, and hopefully it will speed up the the build-up of the fuel and bitumen. And yeah, now about these two, I specifically didn't open them because I think I would like to use them to rebuild a couple of extra housing, and I think that is going to be these two. 145 in these houses, and these can fit 210, so we can easily fit the people from here in there. Quality of less 73%. Let's just take a look at the damage. 31%. Yeah, I think originally these might be around 80% quality. Nowhere near as bad as these. These are a lot worse. I believe they are around 70%. But you know what? They will get over it, as usual. So yeah, let's just disallow people to move into these houses, and please everyone move in here instead. And there we go. You can go now, and you as well. And bye. Okay, now these can be opened. Thank you. And I believe I didn't open this one, right? I did. Okay. So any of the houses that are not opened, these are open as well. That's good. And these are as well. Okay. Alright then, let's take a look at these houses next. So I did place a little bit of textures here, but other than that it was all... Oh, never mind, we have textures here as well. Anyways, first, get rid of the footpaths. That and that. Okay, and get rid of the textures. So these and this. Now, what can we fit in here? Let's just make some room. There we go. Let's take a look. Something tall and high capacity. This is a little bit... I mean, technically speaking it would fit, but no, it's a little bit too much. This would be kind of alright, I think. Alright, first things first. Get rid of the nodes on this footpath. What is with this one? Oh, vehicle on the road. Okay. Now it's okay. By the way, I did notice one footpath that had some had a node on it, and that would interrupt the curvature of the... Oh, there we go. That one. Can we please get rid of... Oh, never mind. We had this. Okay, that's why. That one can go away, and there we go. Now it looks better. Anywhere else? I think that was the only one, I think. Yeah, that looks about it. Okay, so back to these houses. So maybe these would fit quite nicely, and these would fit 245 workers, so that's a lot. Anything better? Maybe we can go for 4 of these instead. So we can leave a little bit of space in between the houses. So that would increase to, let me see, what was the old one was 145. So basically, if you build 2 of these, that would almost double the population density. So that would be kind of nice. And obviously, if you build 4, that will double the overall population density. And as I said, it would allow us to leave a little bit of space in between them. So it would increase the density, but not the visual density. Let me take a look. In fact, I think I would like to build these as close to the footpath right here, not the middle one. So we can have this footpath in the middle as a nice open area. I think that might be kind of nice. I think this one looks just about perfect. Okay, so yeah, this will double the amount of population that we can fit in there, and it even looks kind of nice. Okay, let me quickly hook these up and we can get back to the steel town. On this side, you can hook up there, and there, and there. On this side, that one, and that one, and that one. Yeah, there is simply no reason to hook these up because there is no destination for them on this side. On this side, yes, they do, but that's fine. Do we want to hook up this side? I mean, I think from this side they can reach everything important, so it's going to be fine. Okay, we can finalize. Do we want to have a way through the middle? I think these guys can reach everything important. Let me just take a look. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, it's fine. Okay, in fact, I think this will be the last housing upgrade in the town for the time being. If I decide to upgrade some more, then I will just build new houses here. That's going to be fine. These ones I will leave as they are. I will not limit the settling in, so yeah. And very good, we have no more young adults, so any new young adult will settle in here and everyone should be pretty happy. This will cut down on the escapes, hopefully. Okay then, oh right, one more thing before we go. This one. I do believe that this might have been the extra construction notification at the start of the last episode that I dismissed too early. And yeah, I have decided that I think we will not go for wind power around here. Or, you know what, not now, maybe later, but I think I will wait on that a little bit. No real reason, just I don't feel like doing it, that's all. So anyways, by the way, ooh, the bridges are almost finished. In fact, yeah, 15% left on them. After that we will continue this way. I would like to continue towards the oil, obviously. So this one, don't build it, or this one, don't build it. In fact, don't build this one either. There. Once you're done with the bridge, just continue along the path towards the oil. And by the way, these bridges mean that we are, yeah, more than 2/3 of the way there. Maybe even 3/4 or something. So yeah, we are making progress. Now, this guy. We did finish right here. We set up the storages and the drop-off station for the citizen goods. Eventually, we will obviously need to have a... where is it? Distribution office. And might as well go for a medium one. So I think this will be important. Let's just fit it there. I suppose it will do quite nicely. And I think I will just have a level crossing right across the station crossing. So let's just have it go across. I was kind of hoping that we could... yeah, I suppose we can do it this way as well. Yeah, sure, it will do. Basically, you know, no trains will ever stop inside the station crossing. So whenever we have a train going through here, it should not block the level crossing for too long. At least, hopefully. Anyways, can I squeeze in a road this way? Yes, I can. Good. And let's just create a small diagonal road here. Yeah, that will look quite nice. And I think we really don't need to have this one, you know, going straight into the warehouse. I think this one will be a street right here, and we will just connect up with the warehouse there. In fact, I suppose we can move the warehouse so it will line up with the grid as well. And you know what? Yeah, let's just do just that. So first things first, let's have this node removed, and let's have a street going through this way, and let's hook up. Do we want to have footpaths on this side of the road, or this side of the tracks? Because technically speaking, we don't need workers in any of these places. This is a cargo station, so we don't need workers here. Distribution office don't need workers, and we will not have any other building around here. Maybe I will try to squeeze something in here, but other than that, I don't think we will need workers here, so I don't think we need footpaths on these roads, so that's fine. So anyways, warehouse, this one facing this way. Let's just have the driveway line up at 90 degrees. Yeah, something like this. Oh, right, also, we might want to build roads with lampposts straight away. That will increase not just the speed on the road, but also the reach of the pedestrians, so that might help, plus it will make the place look nice as well. So anyways, let's finalize the road for now. Can I upgrade them from here? So just with lampposts, nothing else. Yes, I can. Okay, I will upgrade them. Yeah, you know what? Let's upgrade the quote-unquote highway as well. But until here maybe, and then from this point on, it will be just regular asphalt roads. Okay then. So these will all be as lampposted. That's great. Do we want to squeeze in anything around here? Maybe technical services could fit in. Let me see. Technical services, a 8 parking spot. No, that's too wide. What about a vehicle repair station? Maybe the small one. Nope. Just barely too wide. What about you? Nope, absolutely not. The small one. This one would barely fit. Okay. And pause the game. Electricity problem. Ooh, we ran out of money quite quickly, but that's not a surprise because we are refining the oil a lot faster now. So we need to buy the raw oil a lot faster as well. So that kind of makes sense. that we ran out of money so quickly. Anyways, borrow the money. So a couple of loans ago it was around 500,000, so we are not losing money all that quickly. So hopefully we are okay. So anyways, technical services, I think we can fit in at least a small one in here, maybe two small ones. So one can go here and another one can go here, maybe, if I can squeeze it in. Okay, so we have two technical offices, and I suppose, technically speaking, this would be a medium one. So there we go. We have technical services, this one, yeah. This is 4 parking spaces, this is 8, so technically speaking, this is equal to one of these. Okay, I think this was a... yeah, this will work quite nicely, I think. Next up, what else do we need around here? So we have a distribution office, warehouse for the goods, which needs to be hooked up to the station, by the way, before I forget. There we go. Not important, but one way towards the warehouse. Anything else we need around here? So we have the distribution office, we have the storages on the road, maybe the maintenance office. This guy. Do we want a small or medium? Because I think a small one will do perfectly fine. One of these. In fact, unfortunately, we can only reach one of the technical offices. I mean, do we really need both of them in range? Because if we can only reach one of them, then we will only fix one of them, and we can just send out a truck to fix the trucks in here. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. So yeah, let's just build this guy here. And traffic jam, just give me a second, please. You can go right there. Okay, now this one will require workers, but with these roads we can reach them quite easily. That's fine. So traffic jam. And here. Okay, this one requires reconstruction. Just a little bit. Can you please stop waiting for a full load? Let's quickly rebuild this one and then we'll reset the wait for a full load. We just need a little bit of workers any second now. Why is nobody coming here? We have everything delivered, so what's the hold up? We don't have a lot of reconstructions happening right now, so why are there no buses coming here? Interesting. By the way, how are we doing on this one? Ooh, nice. 200 more fuel in here. We are getting closer. Yes, we need to take out the loans a bit faster now, but that should be okay. And finally we have the bus here. So reconstruction is done. Okay. Can you please go for a full load once again? Alrighty then. So this one, yeah, I think the citizens will be able to reach this place quite easily, and I think we can put some of the services that don't really need to be in the middle of the town around here as well. Also epidemic, judging by the picture, it shouldn't be too serious. Let me see. Does not seem to affect the health too seriously. Is not very contagious, so yeah. Thankfully these pictures are a good representation of the seriousness of the illness, so it's fine. So anyways, let's go ahead and do what I said. Basically, we don't really need to have the, for example, the police station doesn't need to be in the center of town, because most of the police work will be done with police cars, and I think the same goes for the secret police and Maybe the fire station can be out here as well. So yeah, let's just go for that. Now, the size of the police station, I think we might want to go for the big one right away. Let's take a look. So police station, later on, I believe this one is not too big. How far are we from brutalism? Let's just take a look. So you, research tree, and the construction technologies, which are right here. So I believe this is brutalism. Yeah, 55. Still 6 years away. That's a little bit much. I obviously don't want to wait 6 years just to build a police station around here. Fine, I think I will build the big one now. This one. I mean, it's not too big, it's going to be okay. Yeah, sure, let's just build this one. But we can at least build it here, so it will be maintained by the maintenance office. Yeah, that looks good to me. And hook it up to the road network right there. Okay, so that is the police station. The hospital will need to be in the center of town because it will need to be in walking range. We don't want to leave everything to the ambulances, but the secret police can be out here, I think. So let me see. Crime and Justice Secret Police. Let's just go for the small one, it's fine. We don't need the 30 agent one. The 15 will be perfectly adequate. And yeah, I think we can put it right next to the train tracks like this. Interesting junction, but I think if we set up the signs correctly, it will be okay. Any other building. I think the courthouse in the old town will be able to deal with the cases. Let me just take a look. So this guy, yeah, we have a single active case. It is being tried and it is already done, so we don't need to worry about that. What about a prison? Ooh, this is almost half full already. We might want to have another prison. Plus we had 2 escapes last year. Is this up to maximum already? Yes. Okay, we definitely want to have another prison, I think. Let me see, it was right here. So we might want to set up a prison. Let's take a look. This one and a prison. We can still only build this one, unless I download something from the workshop. And we once again need brutalism. So 6 more years. That's a lot. Do we want to build this one? I mean, it would fit in right here just fine. Okay, by the way, I didn't check the footpaths. Do we have... No, we don't have any footpaths. So if you want to have people working in here, we might want to have a footpath going through this way. Yeah, okay, this one needs to move a little bit. Unfortunately, we only have a single entrance to the prison. I suppose it makes sense. So we need to have a footpath coming down this way, so we can be 100% sure that the prison guards can reach this place. So, oh, that got rid of the node, that's great. So, once again, a prison please, but not here, but maybe here should be okay. Something like this. So we should be able to squeeze in a footpath now. Let's just be extra sure. So can I attach? Yes, I can attach a footpath to this one. And we should be able to squeeze it through. Yeah, exactly. Very good. There and there. Right. Eventually this will be hooked up to the rest of the town. Okay, anything else? So we have a secret police, we have a new prison. The courthouse should be able to take the load of cases, so that's fine. And we have a new police station. We don't really need a city hall, that's fine. Technical offices, we have these two, that's okay. I don't think we're gonna fit this one in the middle. I think, yeah, it's too wide. Don't even try. Now, the university. I think it's pretty obvious that this time we might want to go for the medical university because we already have a technical, we already have the party HQ, but we do not have the medical university yet. And well, it would be kind of nice to have one. Maybe you can go right here. Now, on this side, I would like to have the footpaths laid out from the get-go, so I will not start placing things down. I will place down once we have at least some of the roads placed down. Anything else? School, I think we can go for... maybe have this big one in the middle. Yeah. And kindergarten, obviously... Oh, by the way, how are we on kindergartens? Okay, nobody is complaining about not having a work because of small children, so that's okay. So yeah, I think we can squeeze in a couple of these around the apartment buildings. I guess we will see. Now, the hospital will be in the center of town and the fire station. The fire station... I would like to have not the very small one, this one. Can I squeeze it in here? No, I cannot. Having it here would have been kind of nice, so we can maintain the fire trucks. Do we want to move the prison? Yes, we do. I think this is a good excuse for it, so do it now while we are not finalizing anything. So that's fine, and let's just fit in the fire station now. So fire station and the one with 5 fire trucks, and you can go right here in the back. As long as we can reach it with footpaths, it's going to be fine. So something like here. Good, and we have a footpath connection in the back. So that's great. And let's just fill up this space with a prison. So we need the prison once again, and you will be facing this way instead. Let's just leave enough space for the road. Let me see, maybe it can even go this way diagonally. Not everything need to line up with the grid. So I suppose this one would work as well. Also, money. And thank you. So as I've said, not everything need to line up with the grid. Maybe 45-degree angle would be okay. That would make the fire house connection a little bit interesting, but I think we can manage. So yeah, you know what? Let's just use this space like this. Sure. And hook up this one to this point. Yeah, that looks good to me. Okay then. So first, the footpath will come down this way and hook into the prison road right there. Let's just make it come out a little bit nicer. So something like this first and then curve into the road. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we can maintain the fire trucks a lot easier now. That's very good news. And we can maintain the police cars and the garbage trucks in this one. We cannot maintain the trucks in this one and this one, but that's fine. Or the personal cars for the secret police. Okay, so I think this side of the road or the tracks are full at this point. And we only have a single level crossing, so that's going to be fine. Now, what is the state of our fuel reserves? It is now 1100, very good. So 200 more than the last time. We are almost there. Now, this one will fill up a lot faster than the bitumen. This one will, yeah, it will need to wait a little bit longer, but as soon as we can start selling some fuel, I don't think we will break even, but we will be in a much better place, and that's what's important. So anyways, and basically the fuel will give us some leeway until we can fill up the bitumen storage. Now, I think we can start building some housing. First things first, I think what we will do is maybe lay down a road from here that goes down to the tracks, then takes a turn and hooks up to this place in the road. So yeah, first, this one needs to continue a little bit further this way. Continue, and first we will have a footpath going down this way. Railway crossing too close. Okay. Oh, that's the road. Footpath, please. There we go. Now, if I place the road here, can I squeeze in? No, I cannot. It's too close. Okay, cancel. Let's just have the road here. And let's just have the footpath here instead. That's fine. So, footpath goes right... Oh, wait. Finalize. Sorry, road. Finalize. Can't we put a... Okay, we need to put the nodes in manually, apparently. That's fine, that's not a problem. Get rid of that road connection and have a node here. And this one needs to move back a little bit. In fact, let's just delete it, that's fine. We need to have a node here. Then a node right in the middle and there, and continue that way. And now we can hook up, and we should be able to put in the footpath connections now. Exactly. Okay, so there. And from here, we will continue up this way, and you will continue this way. Exactly. I suppose we can use this one as the a road going towards the customs house, because, well, we have a junction right here and I really don't want to have another one this close, so yeah, let's just use this one for it. So you come out there and hook up to the customs house there, or we can have this one and maybe another one up here somewhere coming out from this connection. That would work as well, I think. Anyways, I will finalize for now. This one will not be a two-way connection. I don't think we need to have one-way roads for this, because now that we have simultaneous traffic in the customs house, it doesn't really matter if we have a two-way road going into it. It's fine. But we will not have footpath traffic going towards the customs house, so we don't really need a footpath here. I will just put one in, a turn. Okay, fine. Delete this one once again. All the way, and create a node there, and then hook up to the customs house. There we go. And now we should have a node where we can hook up the footpaths. Exactly. So now you can see what I had in mind for the road and footpath infrastructure for this town. So I think it's pretty obvious that this one will hook up to the footpaths right here, but first we need to cut this one back a little bit. And this one should... too close. Okay, fine. Shouldn't be a problem. We just start on the road, hook it up, and then we'll cut it back. until here. That's fine. So continue this way and you hook up there, exactly. Okay. By the way, did I use a different kind of footpath here? This one doesn't look like a gravel one. Oh, right. And don't use gravel footpaths. And in fact, don't use asphalt footpaths either. Let's go for something fancy. Let's use brick footpaths instead. Right. Okay, so let's do this one again, because I don't trust this footpath. So let's use these brick footpaths with lights. So walking speed 100%, without lights is 95%, and with just gravel it's 87%. So it's going to be quite a bit better. And do we want to have? Yes, we do. Okay, let's redraw this one as well. First, bring this one out nice and parallel with the grid until here, I guess. So something like that, and then hook into the fire station and then have it branch off here, there, and go into the road for the prison there. And asphalt. Okay, need to be more observant. Use the brick one. Finalize this one, so you go. I mean, it's close enough, I think. Sure. And then here, do this, and we can put this one back until there. Okay. So finalize and upgrade all these that we have laid out already to the brick with lights. Okay. And get rid of the unnecessary nodes. So once again, money. Borrow the money. Yes, we are taking out a lot of loans, but we are making good use of it. So right now we have 1200, only 300 more, and we can start selling fuel. Very good. So we are almost there. Almost there. So where are we again? Here. Right. So now I think we can start laying down the housing and stuff like that. So we will have some housing here, and then we will have the services right here in the middle, and then housing all around. I think that will do quite nicely. But first, let's put in that road that I talked about a second ago. So here we will branch off the highway there. Yeah, sure, here will do. Then 45-degree angle here, I think. Right, you will continue out this way, and if I try to hook you up that way, let's take a look at what we can achieve. No, I would like to have this one curve a little bit nicer on the rail tracks. Not perfect, but you know what? I think this will do quite nicely. Okay, and you hook up to that one. But a little bit, maybe, let's just have this. So don't forget, we need to have nodes at every intersection. Yeah, something like this, and then you can hook up here. Yeah, sure, this will do quite nicely. Okay, do we need to have this footpath continue along this road? Because on this side it will not go to anything, I think. So yeah, you know what? I think this one is not needed. So you can go away. It's just going to be a T-junction, that's fine. And don't forget to hook up right here, there. Okay. And we can finalize the road as well. I think I'm relatively happy with this. Maybe just a tiny bit. Yes, a lot better now. Not perfect, but a lot better. Okay, let's go for it. So do we have any road that requires upgrading? So no, that's fine. Obviously don't upgrade anything on the other side of the border. And any footpaths to this one? No, that's fine. Okay, I think we can start laying down some internal streets. So I think we will have this road continue this way and connect up with this one. So once again, need to have different nodes at the junction, and I suppose we can use this one as the connection point for this entrance to the customs house. Sure. And I think for power in this place, we will... How many connections do we have on this foreign connection? I think we have 6, right? Let me just take a look. Power, medium, only 4, okay. I think we can use this as the main power source for this place. But I still want to prioritize. Do we have... Yes, we actually do have priority connections for medium. But it has only 2 in and out connections. I suppose we can just... No, let's just use high voltage connections for this. I think we can squeeze them in here, right? So first things first. We definitely need to have a high voltage priority connection. So let's just build it here. Yeah, right over here. Good, and okay, this one will not have a asphalt road with lights, just a simple asphalt road. That's fine. It's in the middle of the town, so I suppose asphalt road connection makes sense. And let me see, what is the wattage on these underground connections? So 12 megawatts. For this town, I think that will be perfectly acceptable. Yeah, I think so. Okay then, so you will go right into the middle. There. Obviously, I don't want to have a pair of massive pylons right here. That's going to be a little bit ugly. So there, and once it's finished, the middle one will be the lowest priority of the inputs, and eventually we will have a... In fact, not eventually, right now. And let's just build a high voltage switch with 6 connections. Maybe here. Can I squeeze this one in here? So electricity, high voltage, 6, and yes, we can. Lovely. Okay. Here. We will bring in the main source of power right here, and we might as well hook it up. So the high priority input will be through that way. Yeah. Okay. That looks good to me. So we have high priority and low priority. Maybe at some point we'll have medium priority, but that will come later. So that is the priority switch, and this is just the 6-way switch. Okay, and we will have a normal overground connection hooked up here, I suppose. So that's fine. Now, the actual housing. First, don't forget the footpaths. Do we want to have footpaths on this side of the road? Not really. We will very likely have housing in here, but they will be facing towards the center of town, so I don't think we need to have footpaths on this side. So yeah, this can go away. That is quite alright. Okay, you know what? As I said it, might as well fit in some housing right now. So we will start with something, I think low density, because this is going to be the outer edge of the town. So nothing excessively tall, but still high density. Something like this, maybe. Maybe we can even go diagonal. What if we go... No. Yeah, I think I talked myself into the diagonal buildings. Something shorter. No. No. Actually, this one might be quite alright. Let's just take a look. This is 80% quality, 125 people, so this would fit in a lot of people, but it is a little bit tall. You know what, it's fine. I think we can squeeze in 3 of them here. So yeah, just a single step away from 45 degree, and I think we can fit in quite nicely. Okay, so there's going to be 1, and then fit this one here and right here in the middle, exactly. So there we go. This is going to be the edge of town. Now we just need to hook them up to the footpath network, and this will be good to go. So you can go, don't curve too much, pause the game. I notice the electricity. There, there, and there. Pretty much perfect. Okay, once again, money please. And we are not using up the loans as fast as I expected. But let's take a look. This one is 1200. So yeah, I think we took a load of fuel to the construction yard. This will delay a little bit, but not a lot. In fact, now that we have delivered it, we will not have to deliver for a very long time, so that's even better. Anyways, back to the town. So I think these houses will do quite nicely. As for their garbage pickup, I think we can squeeze it in on this corner. Or should we just hide it in the back? I suppose we can put one garbage collection here, hook it up to this one, and it should be able to reach everything from there. Let me just check. So if we bring down a footpath this way, there, and if we try to place a garbage collection point, obviously a small one because it is not a lot of space, and unfortunately, no, there is not enough space. Okay, fine. Cancel that one. Where can we fit in the garbage pickup? I suppose we can put them right here next to the house. Is there a set of windows? I don't know. I think that just might be the staircase for the building. Let me just take a look. Is this one right? Yes. I know those look like apartments, not the staircase. I think the staircase are those long windows in the middle. Well, I suppose they will just have to deal with it. It's fine. So, garbage pickup, and let's just go for a big one, because this one will serve 3 houses. But the big one will not fit. Okay, in that case, just go for a small one. And it can reach all 3. Good. So, yeah, let's just move it as far back as we can. That looks good to me. Also, don't have it hook up to the rest of the network like that. We are going very, parallel, so might as well do it correctly. Do we want to have a paved connection for this one or just dirt? Paved, sure. And with lights as well, sure, why not? So that will take care of these houses. What's next? I think the services will go around here. These guys should be able to reach with all these high-tech connections. So I think we can squeeze in some more housing around here. Now, on the outer edges will be low density, but right here in the middle, here it will be high density. But first, the footpaths. So there, and this one goes all the way across. And then this one, and then this one comes down until the road starts turning. And basically try to follow the road curvature as much as possible. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I suppose we can go a little bit better if we do it maybe like this. Maybe this will work a bit better. Let me take a look. And I mean, sure, it will do. Okay. So I think this footpath will do. It's a little bit close around here, but it's fine. Okay then. So as I said, on the outer edges, we will have low density housing, but in the middle we will go very, very dense. In fact, I think we might want to leave this central place as a park and have the building housing around it. So yeah, let's just reserve it right now. First things first, let's rejuvenate the terrain. There we go. So in the middle, I think from here until here. Yeah, looks about the exact middle of the footpath. Go out maybe 5 tiles and then this, and then just hook them together. Yeah, sure. This will be a small park, maybe some playgrounds or something like that for the kids. Yeah, I think this will be quite nice. Maybe we can have a footpath going right through the middle this way. So we can divide the district to 2 sides, and let's see what we can do. So low density housing on the outer side. I think I will go for medium density this time, but something at least somewhat decent quality. So let me see. 80% is about 85. This one maybe. I think this might work. Something like this. So one step closer. No, I want to adhere to the grid. I don't want to play around with the menu of placement. So something like this, and then flip it around, and then there, and then flip it around and turn there, and once again flip and there. So a small housing complex which looks like a single construction, but technically it is 4 separate housing. And space-wise it is, wow, actually 80 workers. That's quite alright actually. 360 workers just for this amount of footprint. Quite nice actually, yeah. Okay, I think I like it. So that is this much space, which means footpath will go there and through here. And once again, electricity problem. Yeah, get used to it. Anyways, you go out this way and then hook up there with as little curvature as possible. There. In fact, no. Don't build this one. Just hook this one all the way through like this. And then connect it up like this. Oh, that is not quite what I was looking for. So you end right on the line. and then continue. And then we should have the node where we can hook this one up. Exactly. Okay. Finalize. So, money. Please give me some more money. Thank you. Okay, let's take one more look at the fuel reserves, which are... Ooh, only 100 more. We are almost there. And the bitumen, 500 more. Okay. We are almost at the point where we can start selling again. And from now on, hopefully we'll no longer have to play around with the pump anymore. At least hopefully. Anyways, this one, I think I will just go for 2 long housing maybe. Let me see. That will be under this and not quite. Also, okay, maybe if I turn it completely around, there we go. So this is a little bit too short. I mean, I suppose we can go high density now. We just place it close to the footpath here and close to the footpath on this side. And I think that's going to be enough separation between these two. Yeah, let's go for it. So this will be the first relatively high density, which is, by the way, almost 300 workers. Not bad. Obviously, yeah, having 2 of these here would be even higher density than these 4, but oh well. Anyways, let's just try to hook these up. Let's take a look. I mean, this separation is a little bit narrow, but I think it will do. Okay, let's hook up the footpath connections. Obviously, the important ones are on the side, like here. The middle ones are, I think they will be just decorative, it's fine. Also, don't finalize just yet. Let's just make them curved. So first, get rid of these nodes, and you curve into the footpaths there, and you there, and the same on this side. Sure. Okay, I think, yeah, the recording is over an hour now, so let me just quickly try to figure this place up. In fact, I think... Is this close enough to the center for a service building? I think it might be. And I think we can have some shopping here, or maybe a kindergarten or a school. First, let me take a look at the school. So, the big one. No, the school is a little bit too wide. I mean, we are managing with a smaller one in the old town. So maybe you can fit this one. Yeah, this one will fit in here quite nicely. What about a shop? I think the market hall would be a little bit too big, but let me just take a look. So a shopping center. So as I said, the market hall is too big, but that is 245 shoppers, 150, 180. I mean, 180 on this one. Yeah, if you want to have a big shopping center in the center of town, that will have to be the market hall. Everything else is locked. This big one, the actual shopping center, would be kind of nice, but that will require brutalism, so that will not happen for at least, 6 more years. What else? Yeah, let's just have the market hall at some point. Let's just fill this space up with a school and maybe a kindergarten. So, here, the school. The school will go a little bit closer to the center of town, so most of the houses will be able to reach it. Although, You know what? No. This center will be for services and this one will be completely for housing. Well, in that case, what else can we put in here? This time it will be high density. So I think maybe 2 of these will fit in quite nicely. What about this one? 2 of these instead, okay. So that is going to be 330 something, 34. Anything else that might fit? Quality wise, 70%, maybe not. 80% on this one. What about you? Not quite. Now this one, yes, I think this one will be quite nice. 80% housing quality, they are high density and 210 workers, absolutely. This is it. This is what we will build here. So let's just build them right in the middle, manually placed. Yes, it will have to be. Yeah, I think this will do quite nicely. And I think we can make this one part of the park. So this one will be cut back. In fact, just delete this turn. This one as well. This one will go all the way to that point. And this one will just make a turn like that. Yeah. Okay, let me just quickly hook these up. And while I do so, I will say goodbye. All that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.